We're gonna do a super relaxing class. I use a body pillow instead of two. I just fold it in half. I really like it, but whatever you got is fine. We'll make do. Fold up your blanket for now. We'll use it as a seat in a little bit. We're just gonna do about 5 minutes of warm up, get kind of warm so we can relax even better. And then we're gonna spend most of our time in long, relaxing poses. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with you guys. Come on into a tabletop position. Knees directly under the hips, wrists directly under the shoulders. Spread your weight evenly among your fingers, your palms. Bring your right knee out and bend back a little bit, kind of coming into a half child's pose. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, do that on the left side. From here, we're just gonna do a couple of cat-cows. So on an inhale, roll your shoulders back and down, the gaze forward, hips tilted towards the ceiling. Let your belly collapse towards the floor. Exhale, round your back, tuck that pelvis in, shoulders towards your ears, breathe out. Keep going a couple more times. Use your entire inhale to come into that cow and your entire exhale to come into that cat. And there's my cat. One more time, inhale into cat, exhale into cow. From here, inhale, spin your right arm just a little bit, just to get it warm, and when you get it back up to the top, exhale, bring it on through between your left knee and hand, bringing that right shoulder down, threading the needle. Tense your left fingers, stretching your left arm long to get a little more stretch and length on that left side. On an inhale, come back up. Exhale, get back to neutral tabletop. Inhale, spin that left arm around, back and forth a little bit, then reach for the sky on your next inhale. Exhale, bring it on through into that threading the needle pose. Extending your right arm long, tensing those fingers. Aiming your chest towards the right. On an inhale, come back up to that tabletop. Tuck your toes in. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, lift your knees off the ground, raising your hips into down facing dog. Pedal your feet out, walk your dog a little bit. We're just getting loose. We're not trying to really work out here. This is just gonna help us relax better. Your inner elbows should be spiraling out. Your shoulders should be pulling away from your ears, pressing all your weight into those hands. Hips high. On an inhale, come up on your toes. Get your hands just a little bit wider, bend your knees, and then press your heels into the floor or towards the floor, whatever you got. And just stretch those legs out. Bring your hands in just a little bit on an inhale. Exhale, bring those tiptoes high again. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring your legs or hips back. Come back up and just kind of roll. My cat is going to attack my hoodie strings. Just kind of roll. We're just getting warm, that's all. On an inhale, stretch a little bit, pressing that chest a little bit towards your thighs. Exhale, gently come back down onto your knees. Grab your pillow. I'm folding mine in half. Get your knees as long as your mat, or wide as your mat, sorry about that. Let your toes touch. Set your pillow or pillows kind of right between your thighs. As you inhale, let your arms come long, spread your fingers wide. As you exhale, sink down, resting your upper body, your head onto that child's pose pillow, sinking your hips down. And we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. So just relax. Let your eyelids touch. True restorative yoga has a lot of the same poses as yin yoga, but the difference is the props, the setup is more about relaxing into a release than kind of stretching deeply or hard into a release. So try to find that sweet spot where you can relax, where your breathing can be slow and relaxed, where you do feel a stretch, but that you can just sink into it at the same time. Listen to your body. If you need to adjust, do that. Your body is perfect. The pose can be modified. And if you want, you can literally stay in this pose the entire class. That's what your body wants. It should have that. On an inhale, slowly press your way up. Come into a seated position, legs long and touching, feet slightly active, and bring your pillows. Need your blanket. My cat's on my blanket. Set your blanket on top. You can also sit on your blanket if you need a little more cushion. Inhale deeply and roll your shoulders back. Use your breath to get your spine even longer. As you exhale, use that space you're creating to just hinge forward at the hips. And forward fold. If you need more of a fold, just take a pillow or a blanket off. Doesn't really matter how far down you go. Don't be afraid to just surrender and sink into that pillow. On an inhale, slowly rise, one vertebrae at a time, coming back up. Roll your shoulders back and down again. Stay seated, but widen your legs. You don't have to do the splits here. It's not, we're not trying to kill ourselves today. We're just trying to relax and get a nice stretch. Let our body release. So go ahead and pile up your pillows, your blanket, however high you need it. Inhale once again, rolling the shoulders back, and as you exhale, hinge at the hips, forward folding. Again, coming down. If you need to bend your knees slightly, that's fine. Just keep your feet a little bit active, a little bit flexed. So you feel that stretch in your inner thighs and your hamstrings. Inhale, once again, slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. You kind of shake your legs out a little bit. From here, we're going to come to a seated position. Gotta turn on the light. Hold on one sec, guys. And you know, it's totally cool if you want to. I'm going to sit on my blanket because it feels good. I'm going to turn on the light here, sorry, so you can see me better. We're going to do a seated cat-cow, but we're going to hold these poses a little bit. I like crisscross applesauce. If you want to sit on your knees, that's totally fine too. Put your palms on your knees though, and as you inhale, again, roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down, activating those traps, aiming your chest forward. This is cow, just seated. Breathe into it. It doesn't have to be a super still, tightly held pose. Let your breath kind of pulse you in it. This is technically a back bend. You guys have probably heard me say 1,000 times, back bend's a misleading word. It's really more a chest opener. It's about lifting the chest, not bending the back. The back will bend on its own. Take a big deep breath in, maybe get that chest a little higher, a little more forward. Exhale, round your shoulders, round your back. Bring your hands right to your occiput at the base of your skull. Interlace your fingers. And now we're in cat. Breathe into this one. Let your spine pulse with your breath. Sorry, my cats are doing something weird. On your next inhale, come back up. And now we're going to go into pigeon, but it's much, much more comfortable pigeon than usual. So if there's a special way you like to set up for this pose, you just do it however you need to. If it hurts to do pigeon the traditional way, you're always welcome to just lay on your back, pull your knee into your chest, and then cross your foot onto the other side that way. I like to come into pigeon a lot of times, just kind of coming into plank. I pull my knee to my chest, and then I kind of heel toe my foot across the mat. The more parallel you have your shin to the top of your mat, the more intense the stretch is going to be. The less the heel is pulled into your hip, the lighter it is. If you don't have a block, I really would encourage you to just set your blanket right underneath your right hip. This will not lighten your stretch, it'll really help it because you'll be able to stay more balanced. Make sure your knees and your back knee and your toe on the back foot is kind of pointed in the same direction. Tense your fingertips as you inhale. Let your spine get nice and long. See your top of your head as an extension of your spine. Breathe in as deeply as you can, and as you exhale, again, just lower down onto that pillow. We're going to be here for 4 minutes. So again, find that sweet spot. Another option too, if this is just a little too intense to relax into, is to bend your left knee and bring it towards the bottom of your right foot. This is called deer pose. It's very similar. It kind of stretches more of the outer hip than the inner, but it's a great alternative if pigeon just feels too intense tonight. Either way, settle in. Surrender your upper body to that pillow. Just let it hold you, let it absorb you. Couple more seconds. We don't have corona, I have allergies. Okay. On your inhale, press up with your hands, come up slowly. The pillow can stay where it is. Come out of pigeon slowly, but do it however way you need to move. It's a really deep stretch. Everybody's different, so just listen to your own body with that. We're going to set up for the other side. So maybe get your blanket ready to stick under your left hip. I'm just kind of straightening up and then setting across. I'm gonna take my blanket, stick it under my left hip. This will help keep me balanced because you really do still want to keep the right and left hip somewhat level. It just makes it a better stretch. It keeps you in alignment. Get that back leg long. Inhale as you tense your fingers again, extending your spine, setting yourself up, creating length. And as you exhale, come back down to your pillow. How does it feel different on your left side than it did on your right? Does it feel different? Is one side easier to do than the other? Is one side tighter? We're rarely even on both sides. We're pretty asymmetrical. But these little differences can tell us a lot about what's going on in our bodies. Gently, slowly, push up on your hands, bringing your chest up. And again, come out of pigeon in any way you need to. Set your pillow and your blanket aside just for a minute. Come onto your belly. We're just going to do a quick shoulder opener. Interlace your fingers behind your back. This really doesn't have a name. It's not an actual traditional yoga pose, but it feels amazing. And so I just call it awkward shoulder. On an inhale, roll onto your left side, and when you get here, keep your upper body where it is, but keep moving your lower body until maybe you can sit at least part of your butt flat on the floor. You'll know when you get there in your shoulder. You'll feel it. I love this pose. Feels so good. Yeah, painful sometimes. A lot of times our hips and our shoulders respond to each other and reflect each other. So if you're having hip issues, it never hurts to throw a couple shoulder openers in your hip stretches. Same with vice versa. If your shoulders are bugging you, maybe do some hip stretches. A lot of times they overcompensate for each other. On an exhale, roll back onto your belly. You've released your hands, bring them back together. And on an inhale, roll onto your right side. Again, when you hit that right side, keep your upper body where it is, but keep twisting on that lower. Inhale deeply, exhale, release your hands, roll back onto your belly. And let your arms either come into field goal position or just nice and wide. I'm going to demo this standing up really quick just so you know what I'm saying. So we're going to do Spider-Man. I've done this in pretty much almost every class I've taught the last 6 months, so most of you are familiar. Laying on your belly, bend your right knee so that your inner thigh, inner calf are on the floor, foot slightly flexed, not very balanced tonight. So it should look like this, laying on the floor. This isn't a stretch, this is a release. This is a lower back release. You should really feel it. If you want to deepen it, turn your gaze to the left. This is actually a great pose if you're in bed and your back is starting to hurt. I do this all the time. And if you want to make it a little more restorative, stick a pillow under your right knee or your blanket. Go ahead and straighten your right leg. Bring it back down to join the left. On an inhale, bend your left leg the same way. Keep your left foot slightly flexed. Lightly press that top of that right foot into the floor. It just protects your lower back. The higher you lift your knee, the more you're going to feel a release. This is one of my favorite restorative poses. Go ahead and straighten your left leg. And come onto your back. Grab your pillow. You can do 1 or 2 for this. I'm going to keep mine stacked. I like to keep it pretty high. We're going to come into a supported bridge. So as you come onto your back, bend your knees, bring your heels as close to your glutes as you can. On an inhale, use that to lift up your hips and bring that pillow right under your sacrum. Exhale, lower your heels down. You might have to adjust a little bit to where your body needs it. It's not about really how high you go. This is considered an inversion pose. It's really just about letting your heart have a few minutes, being above your head. Our hearts love that little break. Plus it feels really good. With your next inhale, press your feet into the floor. Lift those hips up so you can remove the pillow. Lower slowly down on your exhale. We're going to do one last hip opener before we come into Shavasana. You can stack 2 pillows for this, but really I would like to see, I don't want you to go too high. Really feel it to your lower back before you settle into keeping, like laying back on a big step. Bow out your legs, letting the bottoms of your feet touch, and roll back down onto your pillow. Actually, I do want a little more height. Just feel into what's comfortable. Get that stretch in the hips. But don't strain yourself. If you like and you have extra pillows or anything you want to set under your knees, that's absolutely fine. If it helps you relax into it more, a lot of people do that. Your chest is raised and open. Let your arms come wide. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. It's another one of my favorites. Let your eyelids touch. Let your breath maybe get slower and deeper. Slowly and gently raise your knees. We're going to get ready for the most difficult pose of all, Shavasana. I hope you guys are cool with the 20-minute Shavasana. We're going to do some Yoga Nidra. So I know I usually give lots of options for the final pose, but I really like it. Definitely cover yourself with a blanket if you like. If you want to put a pillow under your head, go for it. But I'd love it if you'd definitely put a pillow or two under the bottom of your knees and just lean back. I'm actually going to take you off of me so you don't have to watch me reading. Take this time to get set up, get comfy. I'm actually going to lean my phone so that you can look at my beautiful candle I have set up for you. I don't know if you can really see it or not, but let's see. Yeah, okay. So get nice and comfy, pillow under the knees. Get your blankie. When you're settled, let your eyelids touch. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Bring your awareness just to that. Spend a moment feeling this, observing this. Bring your awareness to your forehead. Imagine a warm light right between your eyebrows, third eye center. Let it dissolve any tension in your forehead. Bring that light down to your jaw. Separate your teeth. Release your tongue from the top of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Send that light down to your neck and your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears. Let them melt into the earth. Let your neck soften. Send that light down to your abdomen. Notice your breath getting deeper, smoother as you relax. Feel the cool air coming in.
Feel it warm leaving your body. Bring your light down through your legs to your feet. Let your toes fall to the sides. The light travels to each toe, one at a time, resting at the arches of your feet. Let the light surround you now. Spend some time here. You're relaxed. You're safe. Just enjoy floating in this light, letting it heal you. Just breathing. Bring your awareness back into your body. Become aware again of your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you would like to stay where you're at a little longer, good news. You're at home and can stay as long as you like. Whether you stay on your mat and just enjoy being in your body, being in your breath, or you get up and go about your evening. I hope you get to bring some of that relaxation with you. I hope you guys liked this class. I hope it helped you relax and release some of the stress we've all been feeling. I miss seeing you guys in person very much. And I'm grateful for all of you for showing up with me at 7:15 on a Thursday night to do some yoga. Do whatever you need to do to come out of that Shavasana, the long meditation. Go slow. Be gentle with yourself. And I'll close class like I always do. Your weirdness will make you stronger. Your dark side will keep you whole. Your vulnerability will connect you to the rest of the suffering world. And your creativity will set you free. Emphasis on this last sentence. There is nothing wrong with you. I love all of you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you liked class. This was my first time on Zoom, so let's hope it went okay. I can't hear any of you, but I love you and have an awesome night, and I will see you guys soon. Hope it went okay.
Thank you, Erin.
It was great, Erin.
Thank you, Erin. It was amazing.
Oh,
Erin,
I'm so
that was
glad.
wonderful.
I'm so glad.
And I
That's
like
awesome.
that you shared the
Look at you
playlist.
there, Heather. Hi, guys. I will miss you. Have a great
You
night,
too.
okay? Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.